Welcome to our video about the fascinating world of Pokemon and their placement on the Tree of Life. Today, we take a closer look at Exeggutor and its relationship with all Rosids and Victreebel. Ready? Let's go! Eudicots are a group of flowering plants, angiosperms, that include a large portion of the dicotyledons. According to the System of the Angiosperm Phylogeny Group, APG, they do not constitute an independent taxon and essentially correspond, in terms of scope, to the former class of tricolpate dicotyledons. Eudicotyledons, like the basal orders of angiosperms, possess two cotyledons. However, unlike those, they lack essential oils in idioblasts. The organs of the flower are arranged in whorls. The pollen grains possess three germinal furrows, are tricolpate, or are derived forms thereof. Eudicotyledons differ from monocotyledons in the number of their cotyledons. While eudicotyledons have two cotyledons, monocotyledons possess only one. This has implications for the way in which the plant grows and develops. Eudicotyledons encompass a large portion of angiosperms. Their sister group is the Ceratophyllales. Eudicotyledons are further divided into two major groups, the Rosids and the Asterids, at the base of which several orders are positioned. Within the eudicotyledons, these include ranunculales, buttercup-like, proteales, proteaceae-like, trocodendrils, buxales, boxwood-like. The remaining eudicotyledons are often grouped into the so-called core eudicotyledons, as in APG3 of 2009, but no longer in APG4 of 2016, which is why they are no longer listed as a group in the latter system. The core eudicotyledons are largely characterized by floral envelopes in multiples of 5, whereas the earlier orders show considerable variability in this regard. They possess tricolporate pollen grains and contain ellagic acid. Other groups within the eudicotyledons include gunnerales, delineales, rosenapple-like. The ericales, palm-like plants, are an order of the commelinids within the monocotyledons. The species in this order exhibit monopodial growth, and the plants are unbranched. The stem is often well-developed and woody. The roots contain vascular tissue. The cuticular wax is formed as bundles of rod-shaped structures. The stomata are tetracytic. The leaves are arranged spirally. The flowers are more or less sessile, without stalks. Septal nectaries are present. Each carpel contains a basally positioned, upright ovule. Its outer integument is usually more than 6 cell layers thick. The fruit is an indehiscent fruit, does not open to release seeds. For a long time, only the Ericaceae were included in the order Arecales. The closest relatives of Ericaceae remained unclear, although the Dasypoganaceae were often suspected to be the nearest relatives. It was only in 2016 that this family was definitively placed within Ericales by the Angiosperm Phylogeny Group. Ericales are one of the 4 orders of the commelinids. They are the sister group to the other 3 orders: Poales, Commelinales, Zingiberales. The Ericales form a monophyletic group, and they consist of the following 2 likewise monophyletic families. The palm family or palms, Ericaceae or palmi, is a family in the order of palm-like plants, Ericales, within the monocotyledons, plants with a single seed leaf. Related species were already widespread around 70 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. The family contains 183 genera with approximately 2,600 extant species. Within the Ericaceae, you find the longest leaf, Raphia palms, up to 25 meters. The largest seed, Lodoicea maldivica, the Seychelles palm, up to 22 kilograms. The largest inflorescence in the plant kingdom, Corypha, up to 7.5 meters long with an estimated 10 million flowers per inflorescence. The Ericaceae display high morphological diversity. They can be small, medium, or large, up to 60 meters in trunk height in the Quindio wax palm. They may grow solitary or in clusters, armed or unarmed. They can be pleonanthic, flowering multiple times, or hapaxanthic, flowering once and dying. The trunk is woody, varying from slender to massive, short to tall, and may be creeping, subterranean, climbing, or upright. Usually it is unbranched above ground, rarely dichotomously branched. Palms lack a cambium, and thus show no secondary thickening, which means they are not considered trees. However, some exhibit diffuse thickening growth. Internodes range from short to long. Leaf scars range from prominent to subtle. Some palms develop stilt roots. Foliage leaves are alternate, generally in a spiral arrangement, rarely in 2 rows, distichous. The leaf blade is initially entire, but often splits later. Leaves may be armed with spines or bristles, or be hairless or covered with scales and or hairs. Sometimes they have ligule-like appendages at the base or in front of the petiole. Leaf sheaths may form a crown shaft. Petioles are usually distinct and either unarmed or variously armed. A hastula may or may not be present. Leaf blade shapes include fan-shaped, palmate, fan palm, costa palmate, feather-like, pinnate, feather palm, twice-feathered, bipinnate, bifid, two-parted, undivided but with pinnate venation. In buds, the leaf is folded. Later, the blade splits along adaxial folds in duplicate or abaxial folds reduplicate. Rarely, it splits between folds or not at all. The resulting segments or leaflets range from lanceolate or linear to rhomboid or wedge-shaped. In cross-section, in duplicate leaflets, V-shaped, reduplicate leaflets, A-shaped. They may be simple or multifolded, typically with a midrib and parallel side veins. Segments rarely split further along these veins. The blade may be hairy, scaly, and have spines or bristles. In climbing palms, proximal leaflets may transform into spines, acanthophylls. The rachis tip may become a tendril and also carry acanthophylls. Flowers of Ericaceae are bisexual or unisexual. Species can be polygamous, monoecious, one house, dioecious, two houses. Inflorescences are usually lateral, more rarely terminal. If terminal, the plant dies after flowering and seed production, hapaxanthic. Otherwise, the plant is perennial and flowers multiple times. Inflorescences are often highly branched and enclosed by a spathe when in bud. Flowers may be bisexual, but are mostly unisexual. Palms may be monoecious or dioecious. Flowers are always trimerous in threes. Mostly radially symmetrical, rarely spiral. Usually 3 sepals and petals, free or fused. Commonly 6 stamens, occasionally fewer, some reduced to staminodes. 3 carpels, free or fused at the base. Each carpel contains 1 to 2 ovules. A style is rarely visible. Stigmas are usually sessile. Pollination is by insects, entomophily or wind, anemophily. Palms produce indehiscent fruits, usually hard berries or drupes. The pericarp may be smooth, hairy, spiny, or scaly. Fruits mostly contain 1 to 3 seeds. Rarely up to 10 palm species are distributed worldwide in tropical and subtropical regions. Greatest species richness is in tropical rainforests, also found in seasonal or semi-arid regions like the Cerrado in central Brazil. Palm distribution range, north up to 43 Grisi nens, Côte d'Azur, Caprea Island near Corsica, Chamaerops humilis. South, just over 44 Grises, Chatham Islands near New Zealand, Rhopalostylus sapida. North America, Sable minor up to 36 degrees N, North Carolina, Washingtonia filifera to 37 degrees California. South America, Jubea chilensis in Chile to 35 degrees S. Asia, Nanorops ricciana to 34 degrees N, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Australia, Livistona australis over 37 degrees S. Africa, Jubaeopsis cafra to Pasha 31 degrees S. The family name Ericaceae was validly published in 1820 by Friedrich von Berchtold and John Svatopluk Pressel in O. Perozonosti Roslin, p. 266. The type genus of Ericaceae, N.J. Pressel nam cons, is Areca L. The name Palmae was first published in 1789 by Antoine Laurent de Jussieu in Genera Plantarum, p. 37. That's it for now. In the next video, we take a closer look at Marowak and its relationship with all bird Pokemon. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and check in next time.